All right, TJ, thank you. And now checking more developments that are coming in today on a story that's kept Rhode Island talking for days now. We're talking about the Cranston school prayer banner, and there's going to be a meeting tonight for city officials to discuss appealing a judge's decision, as the student at the center of the fight is now facing threats. Eyewitness News reporter Sean Daly is working the latest. He's live now with the West Bay Mobile Newsroom.
Danielle, we're here at Cranston High School West, where there's definitely a beefed-up police presence and where one student now has been disciplined in connection with threats against the student at the center of the controversy here. The police have assigned extra cruisers to patrol the area in and around Cranston West High School in the aftermath of a controversial decision in federal court last week. A judge ruled the immediate removal of a prayer mural in the auditorium here. Instead, the school covered it up until the Cranston School Committee decides whether or not to appeal the judge's ruling. A student who's an atheist, 16-year-old Jessica Alquist, brought a lawsuit against the prayer mural, and a judge agreed it violates the constitutional separation of church and state. But ever since the judge's decision, Jessica Alquist has come under attack on Twitter and Facebook. One such critic, a student, has already been disciplined.
It's hard for me to figure out why people would take this tack. You know, I looked at the decision and say, you know, okay, we lost. Let's move on. Bottom line is, some people don't want to let go of this. And again, most of the time we're dealing with a lot of young kids who don't have that kind of reason.
As the attacks continue and as the police continue to investigate the attacks, officials in Cranston are questioning whether the city can afford an expensive appeal. Cranston Superintendent of Schools already knows what he thinks.
We really need to start concentrating on educating kids.
You want this to go away, that's what I'm hearing, right?
I want to move on. I won't say go away, I want to move on.
Don't fight it.
I'm saying to you, I want to move on.
The Cranston School Committee is set to meet tonight at 6 o'clock to discuss whether to appeal the judge's ruling, but since there's not a legal deadline just yet, we're told there will be no vote and no decision will be made. Live in Cranston with the West Bay Mobile Newsroom, Sean Daly, Eyewitness News.
And you can head online to WPRI.com for more in-depth coverage of the Cranston prayer banner controversy. We're updating a timeline of all the developments in the case, and you can also track all of the stories along the way.